We're live.
All right. Hello, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to anichatty. Uh, I am, of course, Alex, and today with me I have the Hat of Death.
Hello, guys. Here to kill
I
everyone.
have not actually British Senpai,
Chicken nugget.
and we have potential auditing guest Cody.
Cody was also killed.
Rip and Cody. All right. And, yeah, this is who we have today. Kira is currently missing in action, so
Probably kissing her
this is our
boyfriend in action.
3.5 for today.
So, let me start off the AnyChat by sending a link I cannot send in the description because we'd get marked for NSFW to Alex.
Oh, sounds like my life. All right. What do you got for me?
Something.
Oh, well,
I knew. I just had to. It was perfect. It just showed up in my stream. So, today was planned to be Gachachat, but Alex had a guest, so he wants to talk about purchasing DVDs and Blu-ray and stuff regarding anime. Oh, dear my. I'm going to get off Google Plus because I don't think I'm going to be able to take anything seriously looking at these images. So, start your discussion, Abrixu.
all right. So, yeah, these last couple days I've been marathoning Fate Zero, and I'm gonna go through with Fate Stay Night Unlimited Blade Works because I ordered some Blu-rays and I just got them earlier this week. So, well, about yeah, about 6 days ago. Anyway, so yeah, I started that a couple days ago. I'm through season 1 of Fate Zero, and I'm into season 2 of Fate Zero. So, I guess the way I want to kick this off is wondering what sort of animated stuff people have physical copies of.
Would you like me to go first?
Yeah.
Okay, so animated stuff and just physical copies in general. I have tons of DC animated movies. I own Cowboy Bebop on DVD, Dean Stay Night on DVD, Phantom Requiem for the Phantom on DVD, Evangelion 1.11 on DVD. Own a couple of Marvel animated films on DVD. I feel like I'm forgetting an anime. I probably am. Oh yeah, I own the Index movie on Blu-ray and DVD.
Okay.
Forgetting something? I don't think. Yeah. Lovely. We lost the member.
We did? Oh, ripping Brit. What you say? All right. I guess we'll move on to me. Let's see, I've got. Let's see, I have Fate Stay Night 2006 on DVD. I have the Studio Dean Unlimited Blade Works movie on Blu-ray. I have Stigma the Complete Series on DVD. I have all of Full Metal Panic on DVD and Blu-ray. I have all of Full Metal Alchemist Brotherhood, including the OVAs on DVD and Blu-ray. I have, let's see, all of Hellsing Ultimate on DVD and Blu-ray. I have all of Fate Zero on Blu-ray. I have all of Fate Stay Night Unlimited Blade Works on Blu-ray, circa, last weekend. I have, swear to God, I'm missing something. I have all of Full Metal Panic on DVD and Blu-ray, including the parody season. I have.
You already said Full Panic, by the way.
Oh, well, rip me. Let's see. I have. I have Justice League Monsters and Gods on um, Blu-ray, and I have Batman versus Robin on Blu-ray. I
Let's
think
see.
that's everything I have.
Is that the one you bought just last week?
Yeah, that was a couple weeks ago.
Yeah, I was there. Was
Yeah, yeah, you were there. Anyway, that's what I got.
A couple less movies, more actual series than I do.
Yeah, pretty much.
I plan on having all the Ava movies on English dub.
I'm getting like interference on your end.
How about now?
No, it's fine.
The interference was me plugging in my charger near the microphone.
I get you.
I was just putting in Naruto Ultimate Ninja Storm's Generation. So British Senpai is back from obviously killing herself.
Yep. Bleach is fine this year.
So, British Senpai, what animated things do you own?
Do I own?
Yeah.
Anything animated counts.
Well, I have no money, so I don't own any anything. Well, yeah.
Oh, rip.
Yeah.
So did you say he had anything?
Hmm?
I wasn't talking to British Senpai.
I'm sorry, I can't hear.
Cody, what you got?
Hold on.
Give him a minute.
Okay. I should turn down Naruto. Hold on.
So, what was the subject of discussion?
It's
What animated films do you own?
Well, yeah, I don't know any anime, but I think the one I'm most proud of is that I have the second season of The Venture Brothers on DVD. If anyone's seen that show, but yeah, I picked that up at like a half price books for like $10 once, and that was the best deal ever. The box art for that is astounding.
I can confirm the box art for the hard copies of the Venture Bros stuff is amazing.
I see.
Yeah.
Got the art book for the Ava movie, 1.11.
Okay.
So I'm about to go solo the Kage and Naruto. What character should I be? Neji, Haku, or Kimimaru?
You gotta go Neji.
All right, time to solo. Oh dear. You can see message me saying check the chat. Hold on, let's see. Is there something wrong?
I don't see anything in the chat.
No, he's talking about the video itself.
I see.
Okay, it seems we're fine. So no, we have 2 viewers right now.
Oh, goals.
Gara, please, just let me solo you. Stop. Stop. Don't
This is
sand
how
coffee.
Gara, by the way. You just tell Gara to let you solo him.
Wait. Death, you said films?
No, we said anything animated.
Oh, I thought you were talking about like figurines. I
What?
have the most of the highs on me. Well,
The highest.
you know,
You mean
Studio,
you mean Ghibli films?
Yeah.
Studio Ghibli. Yeah.
Okay, so this is off to a terrible start because I'm rusty. I haven't played Naruto in like what, 5 months? So the soloing is going to be rusty at the beginning. Stop that, Gar. That's not okay. He's just spamming projectiles, and I forgot how to block in this game, so that's not good. Just okay, it's that button. Ooh, I just martial arts him. That's great. So, no, come on. That's not fair. You can't block ninjutsu. Oh, that's the legit. Yeah. Oh, come on, he did it again. Oh God, please no. No, stop it. No, no, no. Dang it. There goes round one. God, I gotta get like better sitting position than this. Because I'm sitting with the phone on my chest, and it's making playing extremely difficult. Okay, let's try this again. Alright,
So
this your topic out.
stuff about gotchas.
Yeah, that's fine. So on my ult in grand order, if anyone's wondering, I rolled Mauve, aka Meb, and John Dark in the same role.
Mm. Because that's the way Grand Order works. You
Yeah,
crap.
ult is weird.
You get Mob and John in the same role,
Yep.
and then you make me cry.
I also have Tamamo and Waver on this ult. Level 2 Waver, anyone's wondering. I also have Elizabeth and Trap Saber on this ult. So, if anyone,
I always forget about French Saber.
everyone forgets about French Saber. No one's even using for her for this event. That's and she has the proc, which makes it even better. If anyone doesn't know, my theory for French Saber doesn't even have any genitalia. If you were to remove her pants, it's just this void of existence. Dara, stop that. You're not even damaging me. You're just clashing with me. It's getting annoying. This is getting annoying. So whenever Vegeta gets his butt kicked in Xenoverse, he starts saying this is getting annoying. Kind of like Vegeta doing anything.
Well.
Oh, come on. Stop blocking my crap. Okay. Dara, stop that. Okay, there we go. Oh, wait, this is Kid Gar. Dang it, I should have been using Kid Neji. I just beat on a 13-year-old as almost grown man Neji. So...
It's not as good as Kirei Kotomine beating on Rin Tosaka and Fate Unlimited Code.
The old Gacha just being Kirei Kotomine, everything. That really used to be that everything the world was about to use, so that it literally was at some point.
You're sounding a little muffled there.
That's probably because the shirt is obstructing my microphone. Like I said, this is on the best. You're kidding me. I blocked. So Garth can block from behind, but if I try to block from behind, it's because of an illegal offense that requires that Naruto hits me with Naruto Uzumaki Barrage. I see how it is. Time to Byakugan on this.
Okay.
I literally activated my Byakugan. I'm pushing all his pressure points with basic attacks, and he's just losing all his chakra. It's time to die.
Anyway.
Yep, So, anyone who doesn't know, I rolled Whis in the Dragon Ball Z phone game recently. Whis is Beerus, the god of
Oh,
destruction's mentor, and he's
hmm.
like he's like one of the highest tier characters. Unfortunately, due to the fact that he's not a Super Saiyan, he has really bad skills. So it makes me cry. And it's funny because base Goku and Vegeta, who are Final Form Fusion level, can get pinky flicked to death by this character, but his links and skills are bad.
Gotcha.
For you. Oh my god, Killer Bee, why are you hanging out with Kid Naruto? Stop that.
I don't know, man.
Killer Bee, I swear to god, if you use another substitution jutsu, I'm going to cry. I have time to kill myself. There we go. I'm on my last bar of health already. No, don't. Why did you do that? Take all his chakra. So, what phone games does everyone play here? Let's start with British Empire, if she's in the call still.
What? Can you say that again?
I said, what phone games do you play?
Phone games?
Yes, phone games.
Girl game.
Incubator, Emo, Brave Frontier, Line Play, Limbo, Geometry Dash Lite, Geometry Dash, Fallout Shelter, Sims, Link Twin, Mischief, Emoto, Minecraft, Minesweeper, Piano Tile, Pokemon Go, Subway Surfers.
I see.
Oh, and Daddy Long Legs. And Don't Press the Red.
I see. That's phone games. How about you, Alex?
Hmm?
I play Grandeur. I play Bleach on occasion. Um, let's see. I think that's about it. I know Cody plays 540s.
Mm-hmm.
I was mentioned.
Yes, you were mentioned. Phone games do you play?
Yep, I've been addicted to pocket Mortys. Any questions regarding that?
Pocket Mortys? Anybody?
I think the name can describe itself.
Fair enough.
So,
Pocket Mortys I've been throwing around picking up myself because it looks entertaining at least.
so I guess it's my turn then. So I play Love Live School Idol Festival. I played
Hmm.
DBZ Dokkan Battle. I played the Peace phone game for about 2.5 seconds before I installed it off my phone. I played the Bleach phone game, Bleach Brave Souls. Crap that. Grand Order. I've played Injustice Mobile. Let's see. I played Brave
Oh,
Frontier.
I did play Injustice Mobile for a while.
I play. There was more. Oh yeah, I used to play 10 Billion Wives. Let's see. Oh sweet, I hit him with 64 pounds. 64 points. I play. God, I never play anymore. I used to play a ton of phone RPGs, and I stopped because reasons. Stop that, Naruto! I swear to God, if you throw another clone, he didn't throw another clone, but I died. I'm still too rusty to keep doing this. Also, I'm kind of distracted with the chat, so I can't.
Yeah, like the
Devote my time. All right, so Kira texted me back. She's gonna be showing a little bit. Kira plays phone games.
right.
Okay, so speaking of phone games, My priorities are to always play the Bleach phone game and Fate Grand Order. Bleach being probably one of the best designed phone games I've ever seen, considering it's hack and slash
Hmm.
for a phone. The way it works is you got a third person overhead view like a MOBA, and you have four-ish abilities if you're a 5 star, and basic attacks and an ultimate jutsu, not jutsu, ultimate technique. Um, from what I've seen, the Naruto phone game isn't as good. The One Piece phone game isn't as good. The DBZ phone game isn't as good either. The DBZ phone game is a board game that you play, and when you get into battles, you essentially collect key orbs, and then your characters attack each other. And
Hmm.
there's an elemental thing. Fate Grand Order is a turn-based RPG. Everything is gacha based. Everything is RNG. Everything is cancer. Um, Shout out to Fate Grand Order. Shout out to me playing that constantly. Actually, let's see. Brave Frontier is also a turn-based RPG, and it's also more cancer than Fate Grand Order. It's just less.
Less
It's more cancerous than Grand Order because the missions are harder. Because the missions you have to do something, you have to do things exactly right at the exact moment, at the exact amount of damage, or else you'll get screwed.
I see.
So, let's see. Love Live School Idol Festival is a tap game where you have to tap the circles as they meet each character's face. It's essentially a waifu game. I'm not too big
Hmm.
on Moe. I'm not too big on Idol. I've seen the first episode of Love Live, and I've kind of lost my passion for playing that game. I've done 2 10 rolls in that game in like 7 months. Let's see. Justice Mobile is a tap fighting game. It's fun. Um, also, I mentioned 10 Billion Wives is a tapping game where you tap the screen to get income, and then you have wives to get income. So then you
Okay.
get wives of different professions, and certain professions will give you more income. Like, for example, I think the highest income wife is like Angel. And then so essentially, you just keep getting more and more income to supply your need for constant wives.
Hmm.
You get an award for literally marrying the entire female population. You then get an award for marrying twice the female population. You get an award if you marry 10 billion wives.
Well,
Yeah.
how did you pick up this game?
My friend Jenna played it, and she's just like, this is fun. And I was like, okay. And I started playing it, and I got addicted for a good like 3 months.
Well,
Yeah.
fascinating.
Okay, so in sociology, there's a project where I have to go out and videotape myself breaking a social norm. So all these kids are like, "Oh, we're gonna go to Walmart and do weird stuff." No, I plan on going to Starbucks with an anime body pillow, serving her cake, and then drinking coffee, saying nothing.
That's how you do it.
And that will be my project. The problem is I if I'm going to do it at my mother's house, my mother would not approve of me buying a body pillow whatsoever for any reason.
Hmm.
Well, I have a pillow. It's just I'd have to buy the cover. I'm heading to Comic Con tomorrow, so I may just buy a cover in secret
Okay.
and then do that. Hopefully they don't have just crap waifus there.
Well,
If worst comes to worst, I will literally bring my Musica figure to Starbucks and just sit her down with cake. Yes. So it's that. Um, let's see. What's everyone watching at the moment? This can be beyond anime, by the way. Unless it's porn, please don't tell us if it's porn.
um,
Just like, darn it, all my porn can't be set on, live now.
Um, yeah. Let's see. I'm, as I said, currently marathoning Fate Zero. When I finish that, you know, uh, I'm gonna go into Fate Stay Night Unlimited Blade Works, and I'm, at least trying to keep current with Collide this season. Um, let's see. Kira Gill and I have been watching Steins Gate and Future Diary on and off for like all summer. Um, and I've been watching Archer with Cody, who casually looks in my direction when I reference his name.
See what happens when names are mentioned.
Huh?
So that happens when names are mentioned.
Oh, he's got his headphones in though.
Not right now.
Oh, I guess he doesn't have his headphones in now. I'm hashtag distractamundo.
No kidding.
I could never actually get into Archer.
Did you actually get what?
Get into Archer. I tried.
All right, Cody's coming over.
What about it is like, what aren't you getting about it? I mean, it's not the. I'll admit it's not like my favorite animated show ever, but I'd still give it at least a B plus overall, and plenty of A's in some episodes.
Problem is, I absolutely despise adult comedy shows in general, so I can't get into them.
Oh well, then if it's not up your alley, then I won't even bother. I mean, it's like one of those things like that's what when somebody says they don't like something, I tend to ask them like, well, what do you like? And if it's something totally different, I'm like, oh, okay, then that's fair.
Yeah, I've never been into adult comedy shows like ever. I've tried with Family Guy, and I've tried with Simpsons, and I've tried with other stuff, and I've tried tons of different things, and they're all, there's a term for it. There is totally a term for what they are, but it's not coming to my head right now.
Fair enough.
Yeah, just not my taste.
I found Archer a little slow the first season, except for totally hilarious unintentional ISIS jokes.
Yeah.
But it's been okay, at least the rest of it.
When it comes to television, like besides anime, I tend to actually just stick with like cop shows. Actually,
Okay.
Mainly because, yeah, just cop shows. Actually like more serious tones to things. And then I just watch Psych.
Psych is a good show.
Ironically, I liked Regular Show because I just like Regular Show because I just like the weirdness of it without going all the way that adult shows go.
Okay.
For top show examples, like back in the day, I used to watch like Criminal Minds, Law and Order Criminal Intent, CSI, NCIS, like, all in a day's work. This was the thing, and I was like 9. Parents were like, "Dude, that'll mess you up," and I'm like, "I'm fine." Though Criminal Minds, I always had a harder time getting into because it was just super gruesome. Like for a PG-13 show.
Yeah, that shows. I watch that show every once in a while.
Speaking of which, so I got into an argument about whether this girl's obsession with serial killers was a kink or not. And so so when she was talking about vampires, she's like, "Oh yeah, vampires can't possess people," and I'm like, "But they can project their consciousness on others. So, that I think that technically counts." And she's just like, "Oh, so since you know stuff about vampires are your kink, huh?" And I'm like, "I hate vampires, 1, and I was correcting a misinformed statement. 2, you constantly talk about how amazing murderers eating people and raping women and chopping them up and serving them to children is. Like, I'm not kidding. This is legitimately the conversation they were having the other day." And she's like, "Oh, well, you like anime girls, so that's your kink." And I'm like, "It totally is, though." And she's
I
just
can't.
and she's just getting more and more frustrated with me. And she's just trying to defend that it is not a kink, it's a quote unquote interest. And I'm like, you don't go that in depth and not like some sort of burning passion for something like that. So this, I was like, oh, so you guys like don't know who Elizabeth Bathory is? They didn't, and they're like, no. What the guy, one of the guys next to me did, the one who was less into this,
Okay.
and he, yeah, I know who Elizabeth Bathory, and I was like explaining who Elizabeth Bathory is, and like one dude's like, that's Bloody Mary, and I'm like, no, no, she's not. And he starts screaming, and I'm like, oh god, kink kids, please stop. And
People need Jesus. Holy cow.
one kid, the kid next to me, the one who's not into it, he read off the official definition of kink, where it's like something that's like, gets you sexually going besides like genitalia, even though I think that still counts as a kink, but whatever. Anyways, she's like, see, it doesn't get me sexually going. And I'm like, it's still totally a kink. Don't,
You're just like citation needed.
don't, yes. I'm like, can you guys just let me have this? I mean, like, seriously? You guys are freaking out. I dropped the topic. You brought it back up because you're still salty because you know it's true. I wasn't even the instigator in this situation.
Fair enough.
I can't. Ugh. Like, they were bragging. They were arguing which serial killers were superior because of how gruesome or what they did was. I was just like, can you not? I am trying to eat food.
Oh dear.
Anyone who doesn't know, I sit at the Tumblr table. Alex knows.
Yes. Definitely don't sit at the Tumblr table.
So, this is what happens when I sit at the Tumblr table. Kira, how long have you been in call?
Oh, we got Kira. Yeah.
Like I said, how long have you been in call saying nothing until that laugh?
About 5 minutes, to be honest.
You heard my entire little spiel about that.
Yep.
Oh dear.
Well, guys, I guess we have Kira, who doesn't speak anyways because she hates all of us.
Well then.
That's what it feels like when you don't
Generalization.
respond to us when we talk to you. And you don't say hello. Those are factors of general distaste.
And then you disappear for 3 days.
Yep.
So now, we're obligated to ask you the question of the week. What series do you have hard copies of?
Like series and DVDs and
Yep.
Blu-rays.
I don't really have. I mean, like when it comes to anime, I don't really have like DVDs and stuff. Manga, I read digitally, so the only
Okay.
thing I really have a hard copy of are like some anime movies.
Oh, fair enough.
Yeah.
Specifically.
Howl's Moving Castle. I'm trying to look from like where I am. Princess Mononoke
Okay.
and what was it? And Spirited Away.
Okay. So Ghibli.
Yeah. British Senpai has some Ghibli too. So what I'm hearing is I'm the only person with a copy of Ava.
Yep.
I've considered getting Ava, but I really don't want to until they have the entire series done.
But that's not going to happen until like 2019.
I know, and it makes me sad. Like, I want to get a nice fancy box set because I like my box sets,
Mm-hmm.
rather than just, oh, here's one Blu-ray.
I'm waiting for 3.33 dub still.
I know what you
Funimation
mean.
got dicked over by the actual Japanese license. I don't understand how the Japanese licensing company was like, we don't like your dub. And I'm like, Japanese corporation. Do you even have rights to say licensing things in like the states? The answer to that
Yeah.
is weird gray area.
I don't know.
Funimation has licensing rights to all things they produce in the states. So I have no idea how they exerted that influence, but it might have been like it gave a partial refund to Funimation.
I see.
Also, Funimation is working with Crunchyroll now. Rip all other freaking licensing things.
Yeah, there goes freaking Aniplex.
Aniplex is gonna hit the toilet when that happens.
Yes.
Because like the moment that Funimation and Crunchyroll were like, oh yeah, Crunchyroll will be handling all subs and Funimation will be handling all dubs is now like rip. Also, Crunchyroll has the dub for Fate Zero on there. They have rights to it.
I see.
Which means now by extension Funimation technically does get some revenue from that.
That's rough.
Yeah, Aniplex is gonna get screwed really bad unless they like watch Aniplex be like, yo, funny, Crunchyroll, could you stop taking our stuff? And they're like, no. That also means RIP Sentai Filmworks.
Oh, yeah.
That is like okay. So if anyone doesn't know, Sentai Filmworks has okay. So anyone who thinks the Funimation dubs are bad, you obviously haven't heard of Sentai Filmworks stuff. They're the ones who have like all these like average shows, just voice characters, and they get better throughout each series, but they're still like average by the end. However, okay, so the dub for Hamatora is really, really average, like really, really average. I wouldn't call it like bad, which is like hentai dubs. But I'm watching it. So I switched to the sub after watching an entire season, and like the MC is like 19, and his voice is like that sounding like a teenager in the English dub. I listened to the Japanese sub. It's like high pitched and like he's like 13, and I'm like, no. And I literally changed back to subpar voices because sound.
Oh, dear.
I'm like, okay, I understand why people are watching the dub. I take that back. Like, I gave it 12 episodes, and I'm like, I'm coming back to you, baby. I'm sorry I ever left you in the first place. Like, I don't know what it is about anime choosing main characters to just have these really raspy kids' voices when they're not kids. Like, stop it. What are you doing? This is like a trope with like shonen series.
Fair enough. Anyway, and also, Takira, what phone games do you play?
Give me a second.
Okay.
It has like a folder of 6,000 phone games.
I had to delete a lot of games because I keep running out of space.
Yeah, I
Doom.
just got to keep her porn somewhere.
I barely have anything on my phone at this point because my phone is trash and I need to update it. But it's really just like Citus, Pokemon Go, and Sweat Brick Breaker that I've kept. Everything else I had to delete. Bad life.
Can you hear the judgment in the distance?
I could feel it. I could feel the salt.
Oh my goodness. So, yeah. Kira, what are you currently watching?
And I gotta pull out that list as well.
You know that I get notified every time you change that list, right?
Really?
Yep.
Did not know this. Okay.
You shared the link with me.
Interesting.
Currently on my dock, so
I didn't know it did that.
Feel his big brother confirmed.
Actually, it's funny because I get told that I talk like a big sister and big brother and like a parent figure, and I was like,
Again, confirmed.
I kind of am though. I am kind of big brother the way I act. Anyways, the fairy tale mods were like, "You talk like my mom does. Who are you really?" And I was just like, I feel somewhat offended that I was told that I probably talked to about like a lady in her 40s, but you know, never.
Oh dear.
So I'm sitting at lunch, and some one of my friends was like saw Luvia, and she's like, she looks basic. What do you like about her? And I'm like, her laugh and her personality. And one dude heard me, and he's like, "Dude, I approve of your existence." Not because he knows who Luby is, but because of my answer. He's like, "That's how you answer." Why you like? So, so fun fact. At at the Tumblr table, when I sat down there, it was assumed that I was not straight.
Tumblr, though.
Yeah, so I sit down and I'm like, "Oh yeah, I'm totally straight." And the bisexual kid next to me goes, "Yeah, I totally thought you were totally flaming." And I was like, "Oh, okay." You know, I mean, it's not like my masculinity was hurt a little bit there, but whatever. Um, you know, continually talk. Like I don't understand what vibe I give off. I just don't. Am I like a hat, or am I like this thing, or like am I a human being? Am I a transcendent being? The world may never know.
You're a Shota demigod wearing the hat of Hades.
Yeah, that's probably as close as it's gonna get. I need to watch New Collide episode.
So do I. I'm going to do it when I finish Fate Zero, which should be tomorrow.
Fate Zero is so good.
Middle of the second season, right before the backstory episodes, actually.
I've watched Fate Zero 6 times, and I've only seen that episode twice.
Really? Those are really good, though.
Why would I watch?
It totally feels like a different show, but they're really well done.
Why would I watch it again? Explain to me.
Fair enough.
Like, I'm there for Waver and Kirei, so why would I watch that episode in particular when it already has something I'm not a fan of? Like,
Fair enough. I get what you're saying.
Plus that episode was burned into my memory when I was 13. So
I gotcha.
so fun fact. I didn't watch too many subs until Attack on Titan came out, and I was just like, you know what? I'll watch this weekly. And I started watching subs again. And I didn't watch subs for the longest time because back when I was a kid, I didn't really care. I'd watch sub or dub, and it would switch between back and forth, and it wouldn't matter to me. But as I got older, I was just mentally, I was like, I can't just switch back and forth anymore. Though lately I've become getting better at that because I can switch back between subbed and dubbed for Selector Infected with Cross. And oh my god, there is such a difference. So the girls are in middle school, right? So they have really high pitched Japanese voices. And then in the dub, they sound like teenage girls. Just average American teenage girls. And I'm like, the change. I can't.
I see.
Also, it's weird knowing that Index and Bulma are the same character, voice actor-wise, in the English dub.
I can imagine. Also, I sent you a link.
Oh, that's never good. So, as anyone's ever probably picked up, me and Alex will just send each other links that are either, yeah, I saw that earlier.
I about died.
So, yeah, that was tagged with, when you find out my friend would sleep with Kuro. I'm not mentioning names because I don't want, Child Protective Services busting in on this person's house.
Oh, dear.
Anyone who doesn't know, Kuro is 12 max, which is not even legal in Japan. Anyone who doesn't know, legal in Japan is 13 to 17, then 17 above. So, yeah.
Please.
Oh, my goodness. Kira's gonna go kill her parents, then fall in love with some dude named Yuki, so she'll be right back.
No, I won't.
You won't be right back? You're staying with Yuki? Ew.
I can't.
So someone said okay, so the other day my friend said her waifu was Yunagasai. I almost vomited in my mouth.
Rip and being trashed to your yandere.
And then I was like, I like Kuren Iron, and then I like showed pictures of Kuren Iron. She's like, she's plainer, and I'm like, she's still better. Like, also, it was like Kuren Iron's also hotter, and I showed pictures of her body, and she's like, oh well, yeah, I can agree with that.
Oh dear.
Yeah, okay, so there's this GIF that's appeared in my stream about 6 times now, and it's this dude so wasted that he lit a lighter trying to smoke it like a cigarette.
Goals.
Yeah. On a side note, we need my girl Misaka to respond in an RP so that we can have everything explode in every place.
Yep.
Also, someone followed me called Bad Burgers, and they just post different types of burgers from around the states.
That's amazing.
Burgers are like one of my favorite food.
Burgers are good.
Honestly, burgers are one of the safest bet at like every restaurant.
Yeah, typically they're pretty good.
Yeah, so burgers are always solid. So in economics class, my teacher's like, in most cases, the cuter something is, the better it tastes. And he's like, so, a pig is cuter than a cow, so, bacon tastes better. And it literally had the class in a civil war.
Oh dear.
Yeah. Oh my goodness. Misaka's posting about Mystic Messenger. Anyone who doesn't know what Mystic Messenger is, I'm pretty sure it's like a Korean visual novel. And
Hello, I'm back.
Welcome back to
do you know what Mystic Messenger is? Or just don't answer me. That's fine
Your
too.
mic like half cut off for me, so I wasn't sure what you were asking.
I said, do you know what Mystic Messenger is?
Yes, I do.
Messenger.
I've seen so many things from Tumblr already.
Somewhere.
It's all over Google Plus. I mean, how'd you not see it on Google Plus first?
Because I haven't been on Google Plus for about the past 3 days.
Yep, that sounds about.
I was only on for about 30 minutes, and that was it.
Yeah, I'm aware. Hangouts told me.
Yes.
Like, this was the thing during the call. It said Kira has not been seen in 3 days, and I was like, okay. You know what the worst thing is when someone says hey, you say hey back, and they never respond. The person who I'm like slightly referring to doesn't hear this because she might get upset with me.
Oh man.
Yeah, I hate that so much. I'm just like, oh, okay, same. I see how it is. That is actually the worst thing. We've been knocked down back to the original Arcanist chat group. And then oh no, never mind. British Empire's there, I think, maybe.
We don't have the AnyChat account.
Oh, god dang it.
Oh.
My computer overheated because I don't have a fan in here.
You don't have what?
A fan in here. This is not my mom's. Since we're still live, so we should be good for the next couple minutes, but I'm gonna have to ask I might have to ask someone to get on AnyChat to keep it going live.
Okay.
Oh my goodness, it's not good. I'll be right back. You guys talk so the audience doesn't get bored.
Okay. So, this has been Rip and AnyChat. With me today I have Kira.
Yep.
And I have Britannophile. Kohai. Or I don't. And I had Cody for like 20 seconds. And Gil is currently preparing a funeral.
Well, Interesting. Okay.
So, yeah, Anichat will be missed. I don't know how much farther I can take this joke. Anyway, um, yeah, over the past, 36 hours, I have watched way too much Fate Zero, if that's possible.
Did you just like binge it? All of it?
I will be done with Fate Zero second season. I'm on track about tomorrow at 3 o'clock.
Dang.
Yeah. Because
I
yeah,
have not had
that.
time as of late for both Google Plus or anime or anything.
I gotcha.
Because college application stuff and
Oh,
homework.
I feel ya.
Yeah.
Yeah, that stuff sucks.
I'm